Do you feel your child is overly sensitive? Do the strong emotions of others easily upset them? Does your child cry easily? And when there's too much going on around them, do they just want to run and hide and withdraw from it all? If you answered yes to any of those questions, your child might be an empath. In this video, I'm going to give you signs that your child may be an empath and also give you some tips to help you help them to cope. Hello, I'm Wendy Rapp, spiritual life coach and intuitive reader. On this channel, I help you as a spiritually awakened person grow and evolve on your soul's journey. And if you enjoy spiritual material like this, hit the subscribe button because I upload a new video every Sunday. So what are some of the signs your child may be an empath? Well, do they feel things deeply? And are they overly sensitive to their own emotions as well as the emotions of others? Do they get overstimulated by people's, crowds, or noise? Do they require a lot of alone time? Or when things start to overwhelm them or a situation starts to overwhelm them, do they want to withdraw and hide? Does your child have a strong connection to nature, plants, and animals? Is your child very clingy? Are they a fussy eater, or do they have problems sleeping? Is your child sensitive to the energy of buildings or places? Now, if your child is sensitive to that type of energy, they can easily become overwhelmed by it. And when that happens, they can have a meltdown. And oftentimes that meltdown is looked upon as that child behaving badly. If you answered yes to most of these questions, then it's very probable that your child is an empath. So what can you as a parent do to help that child cope? The first thing you can do for your child is just listen. And that means listen. Don't go into problem-solving mode. Just listen. Let them explain themselves. Let them talk to you about what they're feeling. And be very mindful during that process of your own body language, because they are empaths. They're going to pick up on everything. So keep yourself in a very open and relaxed posture. Keep your face in a relaxed, easy, stress-free, calm expression. Make eye contact with them, and make sure your voice is calm as well. Because if they sense any stress or frustration from you while they're talking to you about their feelings, they're going to think they're wrong for having these feelings, and oh my gosh, I upset mom and dad, and it's going to make matters worse. So you want them to feel open and safe talking to you. And it's okay while you're having this discussion to mirror their emotions. So if your child is telling you that he feels sad, for instance, then let your child know, well, I'm sad that you're feeling sad, and then start asking questions. How long have you felt this way? Is there anything else you want to tell me about this? When you ask questions and try to help your child open up more about their feelings, it helps them to feel validated in their emotional state and in what they're feeling. So they're not going to feel that they're wrong or they're strange or there's something wrong with them. And remember, knowledge is power. So tell them they're an empath. Give them the gift of knowing that they have an ability that most people don't have, and that this ability allows them to pick up on the emotions of others and experience it as if they are experiencing it for themselves. And teaching your child how to clear their energy and protect their energy is really important. So teach them how to surround themselves in the white light, how to ground their energy. Teach them breathing exercises and meditation. And it's good for empaths to spend time in nature, which also helps to ground them, but it's also very calming. Nap time is really good. Alone time is good for them. And soaking in a hot tub is also very good. It helps to release those emotions that are getting stored inside and relax them. Now, I did do a few videos on how to protect yourself as an empath. I will link them at the end of this video to give you more ideas and to explain about how to do all of that. And teach your child boundaries and honor the boundaries that they're trying to let you know they would like set. If a child is having a difficult time or doesn't want to be around a certain person for whatever reason, and it doesn't mean that person's a bad person, it just might be that person has an overwhelming energy, they're too much for the kid, even if it's a family member, honor what that little one is feeling and let that child withdraw. Don't try to force that child into a situation where they are feeling uncomfortable. If they're telling you no, they'd rather not, honor what they're feeling. And make your home a haven, a real safe place for your child. So be very careful what kind of programming is running on the TV. I would limit violent or fearful news programs or movies, even some of the games, video games that kids play. Limit the violence and limit anything that would be fearful for them. And if your empathic child has a sibling who does not have the same empathic gifts, do not allow or tolerate teasing. Don't allow that child to tease the empathic child. And empathic children tend to be very sensitive, overly sensitive to toxic chemicals. So you may want to limit the types of cleaning solutions, sometimes even shampoos and detergents that you use. They can sometimes upset the system of an empathic child. And empathic people tend to have very sensitive systems, and this applies to food as well. So be very careful about what your child is eating. Don't allow them to eat too much overly processed foods. That's going to upset their system. And make sure they eat their fruits, their veggies, and drink plenty of water. As a parent, you need to take responsibility for the emotional energy of the household. So that means you need to be careful about your own energy and the emotions you express, especially in the presence of your empathic child. And if you do find yourself feeling frustrated or angry in the presence of that empathic child, well, try to calm yourself first and then explain to the child what it is that's making you feel that way. That way they will see it's okay to have these emotions. They have them too sometimes. Then what you can do is ask that child to help you calm down by doing breathing exercises with you. Now, empaths by nature are healers. They love to help people. So this child will find great pleasure and empowerment in being able to help mom or dad to calm down. And that's going to serve a dual purpose as well, because as you're doing these exercises with them, if they've just witnessed you being upset or angry about something, they're going to be feeling it, so they need to release it too. If they're doing those exercises thinking they're helping you, they're also helping themselves. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope that information and those tips were helpful for you. If you have any others that you'd like to share with all of us, leave it in the comment section because we'd all love to hear from you. If you'd like to connect with me on social media, the links are below in the description box. And as always, remember, you are a spark of the divine. Share your light with the world. Blessings.